Hello Year 1, this is your topic lesson. Our topic is night and day. So we're going to start off by looking at nocturnal animals. Nocturnal, let's say that together, nocturnal. Nocturnal animals means animals that come out at night time. We're going to go through a presentation all about nocturnal animals, and then you'll have a go at making a list of nocturnal animals. For this lesson, you'll need something to write with and something to write on. Okay, so nocturnal animals are animals that prefer to come out at night time. Some nocturnal animals can be seen during the day, and others spend the day resting or sleeping. So, in this picture, which nocturnal animals can you see? Tell me. Hedgehog, foxes, bats. Oh, and look at the bottom there, the stripy ones, the black and white, those are badgers. And right up in the corner on the left, can you see that? It's the owls. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about badgers. And here you can see a badger. Let's say it together. Badgers. Badgers. The female badger is called a sow and the male is a boar. What do badgers eat? Badgers like all sorts of food, including earthworms, nuts, berries, frogs, and even young rabbits. What noise do badgers make? Badgers make several different noises, including snorts, growls, and screams. Oh my goodness me. Badgers in gardens. Badgers mainly live in the countryside, but sometimes they visit people's gardens looking for food. Look at the photograph there. It's night time and you can see the badgers in somebody's garden looking for food. Where do badgers live? Look at the photograph. Tell me, where do you think they live? Badgers live in setts, which are a series, lots of underground chambers and tunnels. Some setts are hundreds of years old, so badgers live underground in tunnels. Okay, ooh, that's a scary picture, isn't it? It's a bat. Bats are nocturnal animals. Let's learn about bats now. There are 17 types of bats in the UK. Ever heard of the saying blind as a bat? Well, it's just an old wives' tale. It's not true. In low light, bats can see even better than humans. So bats have very, very good eyesight. Big ears. Long-eared bats' ears are 3/4 the length of their head and body. Just imagine if you had ears that big. My goodness me. I wonder why they have to have big ears. What do you think? Name game. Horseshoe bats get their name because of the flap of horseshoe-shaped flesh around their nose. Look at that nose. Lightweight. The pipistrelle bat is the smallest. Put 11 paper clips in the palm of your hand. That's how much it weighs. Did you know a bat's squeak is very high pitched, and the older you get, the more difficult it is to hear. Listen carefully. Can you hear it? Bats are protected by law in the UK, so you could be fined or even end up in prison if you disturb them. And because they return to the same places every year, a bat roost is protected even when the bats are at home. The place where bats sleep is called a roost. Bats hang upside down when they sleep because that's the only way their muscles will support them. Now let's learn about foxes. Foxes are nocturnal animals. The male fox is called a dog or tod. It hunts alone rather than in packs, hence the saying on one's tod, meaning going alone. so foxes like to go around alone. In the wild, foxes eat worms, beetles, rabbits, chickens and snails. They don't like to waste food and will save leftovers for later by burying them. So they hide them underground, so when they're not hungry, hide the food underground, and when they feel peckish, they'll go hunt for it again under the ground. Lots of foxes now live in towns and cities and will eat any food left over that they can find in bins or compost heaps. Foxes are nocturnal animals, which means they come out at night. That's why the best time to look out for a fox is at dawn or dusk. Foxes communicate using lots of different sounds, including barks and eerie screams. Eerie means weird or bizarre. Foxes live underground and they're called burrows. And another name is earths. And there you can see in the picture their underground burrow. Okay, and hedgehogs. Did you know a baby hedgehog is called a hoglet? Hoglet. Hedgehogs are good swimmers. I didn't know that. They're expert climbers too and have been known to climb over garden walls. Wow. Hedgehogs have about 5,000 spikes on their backs, which they use to protect themselves from predators. Slugs, snails, caterpillars, beetles, earthworms, birds' eggs, and sometimes frogs. That's what they like to eat. Hedgehogs can be very noisy eaters. They grunt as they munch. A hedgehog spends the day sleeping in hedgerows or under shrubs and bushes. A hedgehog hibernates, that means it sleeps, from November until March. Wow, it sleeps for all those months. And the special name is hibernate. Let's say that together. Hibernate. A hedgehog's hibernation nest is called a hibernacular. Wow, that's a big word. A hibernacular. And owls. We know owls are nocturnal animals, don't we? We talked about that when we were reading the owl babies. Owls have amazing hearing and can see well in the dark. They can't move their eyes, but make up for it by being able to swivel their heads almost right round. Owls nest in farm buildings as well as churches, sheds and natural holes in trees. They like to eat insects, shrews, mice, voles, rats, small birds and frogs. Some owls do not hoot. Instead, they make a long, eerie screech. They also hiss, snore and yap. Okay, well, we've learnt about 5 different nocturnal animals. What I'd like you to do now is make a list of the 5 nocturnal animals we've just learnt about. If you've forgotten, go back, listen to the video, watch it again. Now, after you've made the list, what I'd like you to do is choose one nocturnal animal. And I want you to do a Google search and find out more information about this nocturnal animal, and also draw me a picture and label it. Brilliant, well done.